Hey Clayton kids, I love digging through an old basket of crayons. This particular basket of crayons makes me think of our memory verse of today. It comes from Exodus chapter 2, verse 6. When she opened the basket, she saw the child, and behold, the baby was crying. She took pity on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Let's read it again together. Exodus chapter 2, verse 6. When she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby was crying. She took pity on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." I'd like to take a little time with you and read the story where that verse actually came from. So the Hebrews had been made slaves in the land of Egypt. Pharaoh said, "We work them harder every day, but there are more Hebrews than before. I am not happy about this. I'll take care of the slaves." And so he orders to throw every Hebrew boy baby in the river. The cruel order is carried out. Hebrew mothers and fathers risk their lives to protect their sons, but the king's men never give up the search. Night after night, one Hebrew father hurries home from work, afraid that the soldiers have visited his home. "Oh God, help me save our boy from the Egyptians." So, there's the Pharaoh watching the Hebrews work, and they're growing more and more and more. Then he comes up with the decision to throw the baby Hebrew boys into the water. Oh no! And he sends his soldiers to drag the baby boys out of their homes. This father right here is rushing home every day, hoping and praying that his baby boy has not been taken. Let's keep reading. "There's Miriam, a sign that my little son is still safe." So this man is hurrying home and he sees his daughter Miriam standing at the door. Quickly the father enters the house and bolts the door. So he locks the door shut. "Surely God is with us. Our baby is 3 months old, and still Pharaoh's soldiers have not found him." And the mother says, "God will help me find a way to save our son." So there he is rushing home, and he sees his daughter Miriam standing at the door. He checks on his baby, and the mother says, "Surely God will deliver us a way to save our baby." The next day, the mother sets about preparing a little basket. "Keep watch, Miriam, I'm almost finished." Then, carefully avoiding the soldiers, she takes the basket and her tiny son to the river. "Brother's basket floats like a little boat," Miriam said. "Keep watch over him, Miriam. Oh, my son, it hurts my heart to send you away. May God watch over you and protect you always." So Miriam hides in the bushes and watches. "The princess!" So she sees the princess coming to the water. Will she see the baby's basket? "Look, what a strange little basket. I wonder what's inside it," the princess says. So there they are making a basket. There's the mother of the baby putting the baby in the basket, and Miriam right beside her. And so they put the basket into the river, and Miriam watches from a distance. And the princess, the Pharaoh's daughter, sees the basket over in the bushes. So the daughter of the Pharaoh brings the basket to the princess, and she opens it. "A Hebrew baby. Listen to him cry. We must find somebody to feed and care for the child." At this point, Miriam steps out of the bushes. "Shall I find a Hebrew nurse for the baby?" "Yes, bring her to me as soon as you can." "Mother, come at once," Miriam says. "The princess has found our baby, and she wants a Hebrew nurse for him." "God has answered my prayer, Miriam. My son will be safe with the princess." Back at the river's edge, the princess says, "Take this baby and care for him. If anyone questions you, send word to me once." So, there's Miriam approaching the princess, the daughter of the Pharaoh, And so she runs home and tells her mom what has happened. And so the mother shows up to the princess, and the princess orders her to take care of the baby. And if anybody has anything to say about it, come back to her. This was an important person right here. So the Hebrew baby is returned to his own home, but now under the protection of the king's daughter. That night the mother, father, Miriam, and young Aaron, the baby's brother, kneel down and pray. "Oh God, we thank you for saving our little son. Help us to train him to serve you." So there they are praying over the little baby. That's a great story. I started working on a coloring page with my crayons earlier. You want to see it? Check that out. What is that? That looks like the daughter of the Pharaoh, the princess of Egypt, finding baby Moses in the bushes. But it's not done. I've got a brown crayon. Will you help me finish it? Let's color the rest of that basket together. The Bible says that they coated the inside of the basket with pitch and tar. You might be thinking, that sounds kind of strange. What is that? Well, pitch and tar would be a substance that would help keep the basket from leaking. So if I just took this basket right here, my favorite basket of crayons, and I dipped it in the water, all the crayons are going to get wet. But if I took pitch and tar, if I could find any of that, and I coated the inside and the outside of it, that would make it waterproof so that my crayons wouldn't get wet. All right, all done with our coloring page. There we go. The daughter of the Pharaoh, the princess, who was very important in the land of Egypt, she finds baby Moses in the river in the basket. Now this coloring page doesn't show the basket covered, but that's okay. You may be wondering, how do we apply all this? Why is this important? Well, the point of today's message is that you never know what's going to be in the basket. Some of you are getting ready to go into your summer break, and school kind of stopped because of the virus, and you don't know what summer's going to look like. You don't know what school is going to look like in the fall. You don't know who your teachers are going to be. You don't know what your friends are up to. And that's okay. You never know what's in the basket. When the daughter of the Pharaoh saw the basket, she didn't know what was in it. She heard what was in it, so maybe she had an idea, but she didn't know. I'd like to encourage you today to be excited for whatever is in the basket, whatever is coming. I'm Jamey. I'm Mr. Jamey, and this has been Clayton Kids.